I will be playing Wood Elves. I will refrain from showing all the races because there is a lot of them. You can see a little bit of them right here. Now each race has normal buffs and debuffs, as you can see from right here. This person is based on the wood, the specific buffs. And then they get their own special units too they start off with. That's what makes them all I'll try my best to let you see as much as possible. So you can get your own opinion about it. Each one of these loading screens, they have a special render. So the Wood Elves will look like this, and there's other factions, they have their own special loading screens as well.
Mighty leader of Dryads, though you have been exiled from Athelloren, your purpose here is clear. Men of the Empire brazenly hack and burn woodlands that have stood since the Forgotten Season, heedless of their folly. Nourish the world roots with their blood. But your true enemy will always be the Azrae. They claim to be the Forest's allies, but are as unreliable as any interloper and are not to be trusted. Tear down their halls. Finish what Goedil started. Above all, Athelloren must be your final goal, for the Oak of Ages will surely wither in the meddling hands of the elves. Instate yourself as its true guardian, and make them rue the day they trespassed upon your sacred home. The Azrae are pretenders, Briar Maven of Woe. It is time to show that your kind are the true sentinels of the forest. Punish your enemies, bring life back to the woodlands, and bloodshed to those who dare oppose you.
Like I said, she's against the elves, which is sort of her own kind. And hopefully this advisor will help on turning him on, so he'll do some of the talking. This game has a lot of different mechanics. Each faction has their own mechanics. I'll do my best to let you see all of them. If not, you'll see them from the other videos as well. This person's main goal is to go and take back the Oak of Ages, like the advisor just said, from the Wood Elves. As you can see, we have some Skaven, or as I like to call them, Ratmen, down to the south. You see the little army right there. been playing this on hard difficulty, so the AI gets lots of bonuses and cheats. That makes the Ratmen very annoying because they could field multiple units and multiple armies without having any disadvantages. Now, of course, when I play the Ratmen, I can only field one army. Makes it pretty hard to go against the AI because Skaven have poor leadership, which means they run away very easily. And when all of your units run away, you lose the battle. As we go through this campaign, chapter objectives will pop up.
Defender of Athel,
giving me aim. This is, we start off with a hero. Each faction does.
They will fail.
Some settlements have special buildings. For the Wood Elves, it's the other faction's main building. If you defeat them, you could build on their grounds, and you get special buildings. Here, this is hero recruitment right there. I'll have to build this building up. Here is an income building. Now I'm changing my mind because growth is better than income. You want your settlement to grow so you could upgrade it to gain more buildings.
Battle is upon us, my lord. The enemy mass in great strength. See for yourself. You may wish to consider whether an attack would be wise.
Now I'm gonna fight this first battle, so you can see how it is. And I will try to get some cinematics for detailed units. Now further on in the campaign, there will be battles of like 60,000 units, maybe even 30,000 units, which will make the game really micromanaging.
Forest Stalker!
Archers ready!
Way Stalker!
Be sure to position your troops accurately in battle, my lord. Drag out your formation.
Not my fight!
The enemy waver, my lord. Their troops begin to flee. Run the cowards down!
Foes of Athelloren, at pace!
Deepwood Guardian, right away.
Should we run?
Your warriors tire, mighty lord. Their exertions dull their ability to fight. Give them time to rest, even amidst the thickest of battles.
Children of Athelloren! Children of Isha, attack! Deepwood archers! Surrender! Save my own back!
Hiding in wait.
Ready and able! Attack!
The enemy commander runs from the field, my lord, and a sorry spectacle it is too. His army will surely follow.
Yeah, Drycha's not the best legendary lord of Woodlands faction because she's really squishy. You see the unit kills right there on the bottom of their unit cards.
Victory is yours, my lord. But what about the fate of those captured in battle? It can be beneficial to hold them, but sometimes leniency or brutality can be worth more.
These three buttons give you each something different.
Defeating this army has benefited the local forest.
You never know what another
To help
army is
it
right
heal
behind you.
fully, ensure that the surrounding regions are controlled by you or an ally, or simply raise them.
Now, sometimes after
Hostile
you defeat
borders
legendary lords
will
or
always
regular
cause
lords,
a forest
you get
to
special
suffer.
items. That one I just got is a bound spell. I'll try to show you it later on. There are different stances you can put yourself in, depending on your situation. Now let's check out these upgrades for your units. They're probably going to be... yeah, they're not really that good. Each faction has their own technology tree. I'll go over some of the technology right here. I'll probably get that one later on because unit cost is a big factor in every army. These middle researches right here all cost amber, which is a special resource you get. If I remember correctly, you get amber for having military alliances with other factions.
The world roots form a network that connects the most important forests of the world. Healing them not only strengthens the world roots, but also grants you powerful benefits.
As the Wood Elves, you want to connect all of them, of course, and go take them all over. Now I get casualty replenishment when I'm in my own territory. As you can see by the green little plus signs down there by my unit cards, they are replenishing their troop count. And these are special units. I can only get one of them, like one of each unit card. I'll have to level up for that. As you can see, the level count up there in the red. This legendary lord's special ability / trait is she could recruit wild animals, I guess, as you would simply call them.
The strength of the forest realms is governed by the Elven Council. Here, the noble lords and ladies of Athelloren bestow the forest's great wisdom and knowledge upon their subjects.
Each elective gives you extra special bonuses. This one's really good right here. Because spellcasting in this game, it could be a real superpower if you master all of it. Just like those heroes I showed you earlier, they each have their own line of magic.
Relations with foreign powers may be managed through diplomacy, my lord. Consider your situation carefully before accepting any agreement.
This will be remastered in Warhammer 3.
What? The Empire. Sigma's will.
As you can see, the race and faction are on this page too. This is currently the Empire. Missile resistance will be good for this unit because he's super large and easily shot at. So that's why I took that upgrade. All those factions are up there taking their turn.
You have obtained some amber. Offer it to the spirits of the elders through your research of technologies in return for their blessings. Amber can be gained by completing rituals of rebirth after healing forest, but is a limited resource, so spend it wisely. A vigil on expenditure must be maintained for your domain to prosper. Be sure to keep a close watch on your finances, lest ruin overtakes you.
My finances are also up there at the top. You see Amber. 1,000 income. Clearing off is pretty good.
The forest lends its fauna to your cause wherever you roam, Ancient One. A limited number of wild beasts and forest spirits can be swiftly summoned to your side, even when in enemy territory.
I'm not gonna fight these smaller battles unless you want me to. There really isn't a reason to fight these little smaller battles because there ain't any casualties. You see, casualties will be low. Now, when other faction takes settlements or different options,
Facilities in this city are damaged, my lord. Repair them to gain the full benefit that they can provide.
You see, I just took out the Ratmen that were occupying. Their faction is destroyed. Now, this is a skill tree. A legendary lord, which is the head of each faction or race that you play as, has a special skill tree line. Just like this one I'm showing you right now. This is only available to this legendary lord Drycha. As you see, there is a legendary item up there too that is chained up. That is also only obtainable per legendary lord. Each legendary lord has different amounts of legendary items. This skill tree line basically gives her more summons during a fought battle for Dryads. Now this dude isn't a legendary lord, so his skill tree is exactly the same as another wage stalker of his type. Different buildings give you different garrison, as you can see here. Each one of these buildings gives me a different garrison unit. As you can see here, you could look at why they hate me. Which is basically because I'm playing on hard difficulty. This is another form of AI buffing. Now Manfred von Karstein, he is a vampire lord. He would usually be on my side and like me. But as you can see here, he has a red down arrow next to his neutral. Aversion, I would say, was basically just buffing to the AI because I'm on higher difficulty.
A threat to the forest has appeared nearby. Aggressions against the forest are not uncommon, but some threats are more pressing than others. This particular attack is imminent. Send an army to disrupt these aggressors before they reach full strength.
This happens in every Wood Elf faction. You are basically tasked with defending
Deep beneath the earth lie the world roots, a network of enclosed passageways that connect the great forests of the old world. Make use of them to quickly travel through otherwise hostile terrain. The lands beyond the forest are rich and prosperous. Claim them for the Asray and ensure their return to nature's loving, leafy embrace. Assistance is available should you need it, my lord. You may rely upon it.
And see, now that he was being annoying, I could probably turn him off.
Mighty tree spirit, the others who walk in your stead can be gifted aspects of the elders, granting them benefits that will improve their battle capabilities.
I wanted to see if their upgrades would have changed over different turns, but I guess not. You see, this one's casualties are medium, and the battle result is pure victory, which is basically the best type of victory that is able to be given. I hover over the auto resolve, because if I hover over it and one of my unit cards flashes, that means it's gonna be lost. You see, none of my unit cards flashed, and I didn't lose any units totally. But as you can see here, my army is now at half strength. A little bit less than that. You see there, I got another item from winning a battle. These are pretty common. I'm gonna recruit some archers. Because it's good to have unit diversity. Now here, this is a special building because I took over a settlement that has a special item to it. You see, this has pastures. Usually, if another faction would have taken this, like the Empire, they could build growth building that increases their growth. Now, timber, usually you would get a recruitment bonus to anything that uses bows. And pottery is basically a trade resource that is only tradable. You can't get a unit buff from it. Now, as you play other factions, you'll want to take these key settlements. Like wine, I'm pretty sure gives you a public order bonus, so you have less rebellions in your province. You see, if I'm taxing this province, I get less public order bonuses. But if I untax it, I get more public order bonuses. Even though there is no income for this province, it makes no sense why there would be a public order bonus when there's no income from it. You see, there is corruption. I took out the Ratmen, so it should be going down. So I don't know why the Skaven corruption is still going up when there is no more. This right here is the bonuses I get for public order. Now here, I'll make my way back and take off this battle before this army right here becomes full strength. Here, I'll show you my garrison for my main settlement, so you can get an idea of how strong it is at level 1 or level 2. I forgot what level of settlement is at. But my settlement garrison isn't that good. Because my faction debuffs elves, like wild rangers, half of my garrisons on every settlement are going to be debuffed. Because they're considered expendable now that they're elves. Eternal Guard Shield, you see they're glamoured. They get a melee attack debuff. And here I'm going to force march, so I get extra movement range. You don't want to force march when you're in range of another army, because when they attack you while you're in force march, you go into battle winded, which means your units are super tired, and you get a lot of debuffs from that too. Now here are the 3 different magic trees you could have. More of Life is mostly what everybody goes for because they have healing abilities. You can heal like Treants, for example. Here I got a mission, sometimes to give these out at random. You complete them and you get plus 500 treasury. So if you're really hurting for money. This is here, that is a greenskin settlement. And that is a dwarf settlement. That is actually their main settlement right here. You see their emblem has those little fancy stuff around. That is their main settlement. Just like up to the north of me at Beach Haven or whatever that Empire place is, that is also their main settlement. Now here, I got an ambush against these guys because I attacked them before they were ready. I will fight this one though, because I'm sure some of you haven't seen these units yet. Now when I ambush an army, they start off in marching stance, because it's an ambush. Here you can see the battle terrain I will fight on, or as someone would say, the map. The yellow is everywhere I could deploy. The red right there is where the enemies will be deploying. In every Wood Elves campaign, we usually put all the tree units in one formation. Again, these elves can't be sacrificed, because they are considered expendable. Now I have all these hard moves that can do one click and have the attack orders.
Teeth! Retreat!
was casting spells on their enemy lord, my lord, because they were damage spells and debuff spells. Your lords also deal more damage to each other, so it's better to have a lord singled out with your lord. Now here I'll show you the bound spell I got right here. Get it close up for you. Usually these don't do very good damage. Now I don't think we're gonna kill this guy, because as you see on the top right in the mini-map, he is about to run off the map. Which they can do. Usually you want to catch them before they run off the map to kill them off, so they don't get another new army. Now, I didn't really expect to win that so fast, because usually the Empire are really hard to beat. So I don't even know what happened there. Maybe they got scared of my true units. You see that little dotted line is if I force march. Now here I switch into force march stance so I can get back into my own territory and recuperate my unit losses. Now here, from that last battle, my lord leveled up 2 times. You could also rename units. Just in case if anyone wants me to rename any units, I can. Usually you could rename settlements too, but I guess they changed that for this faction. But for other factions like the Empire, where I ever played them, I can rename the settlements as well. That research is also good, because this faction is based off of the wood elves part of like wood. She debuffs elves, but not the wood part of the elves. And thank you for watching. Join me next time if we have an episode 2.